Hello people, my name is Ferdy and in this tutorial I will show you step by step how you can create your own course website where you can sell your course or multiple courses, and when people pay for those courses they get access to the course at once, and that money that they pay goes to your bank account, all on autopilot. Let me show you what we will cover in this tutorial. If you don't have it yet, I will show you how to get your own domain name and web hosting. Then we will install WordPress, the best tool to make a website. And after that we will install the LearnDash plugin to enable us to sell courses on our website. We will create our first course, add sections, also known as chapters or modules, and we will add lessons. We can even go one level deeper by creating topics within the lessons. We can create lessons using the WordPress editor or make use of videos. You can host your videos on your website, but I will show you how you can use an external tool like Vimeo or YouTube to store all your course videos and show them within your course. We can create our course outline manually or save ourselves a lot of time by importing your course directly from Vimeo or YouTube. We will create a landing page for our course using LearnDash, place a promo video in it and make a few lessons free so people can see how great the quality of your course is. And of course, we'll talk about different ways to give people access to the course. You can make the course free, let people pay once or monthly or yearly, or give people 7 days access for free or for a small amount and charge them the rest of the amount after 7 days. And when people buy your course, they get access to the course at once. We'll talk about payment providers like Stripe or PayPal so people can pay with multiple payment methods and the money goes directly to your account. We will style our course archive page, the course pages, and we will make it really easy for people to navigate through your course. I will show you how you can create quizzes and even decide that people cannot continue with the course unless they reach a certain score. And when people complete your course, they get a certificate that we will make that includes their name, the name of the course, and the date of completing the course. We'll talk about coupons and how you can use coupons to make a lot of sales in a short amount of time. I will even show you a case study that made me over $7,000 in sales within 24 hours by promoting a course that I published using LearnDash. And last but not least, we'll talk about creating a landing page using another page builder and how we can use split testing to increase our sales. When you follow all the steps in the tutorial, you can make a lot of money by selling amazing courses, and at the same time you will help a lot of people to learn something new. So it's a win-win situation. In the description of this video I have timestamps, so if you want to go to a certain part in the tutorial, you can click on one of those timestamps and you go directly to that part of the tutorial. When I go to fast for you, you can go to the settings here at YouTube, playback speed, and slow down the speed of this tutorial. And if you want to go back a few seconds in the video, just hit the left arrow on your keyboard and you'll go back 5 seconds in the video. If you like what you're gonna see in this tutorial, then please like this video and feel free to subscribe for more upcoming WordPress related tutorials where I teach people how to make websites that can generate them money. Now let's talk about the 3 steps we'll take in this tutorial. So first, you get your free domain name and we will get web hosting. What is a domain name? A domain name is the address of your website. Web hosting is a special computer that's turned on 24/7 that contains all your files, all your emails, all your images, all the content on your website. So with your free domain name and web hosting, you are visible on the internet. Then we will install WordPress, and WordPress is completely free. It's the best tool to create a website without having to know anything about coding because WordPress is doing all the hard stuff for you. The third step is creating your course website. And for the website we will make, people can charge thousands of dollars, but I will show you for free how you can do it yourself. If you already have a domain and web hosting, you can do 2 things. You can migrate your current website to this amazing web hosting platform. I have a tutorial here that can show you step by step how you can do that. And if you already have installed WordPress, you can skip step 2 and go directly to step 3. And I will show you right now where you need to go in the tutorial in order to follow along from that point on. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. If you already have a domain name and web hosting, you can skip this part. If you don't have a domain name and web hosting, you can go to webhosting44.com, hit enter. Then we click here to go to Hostinger. Throughout the years, I've been searching for the best web hosting companies that are also affordable. And then I came across Hostinger. I'm already using them for 5 years and I love it. And I'm not the only one. If you take a look at the reviews on Trustpilot, you see that other people are also really excited about Hostinger. And if you take a look at the Google Trends, Hostinger is taking over the web hosting industry. They're getting more and more popular. Why? Because their web hosting quality is top-notch and they are affordable. So I can click over here and there are 3 plans, and let me make it really easy for you to make the right choice. When it comes to site speed, the premium plan has SSD storage, which is fast, but with the business plan you have NVMe storage. That's up to 5 times as fast as SSD storage. So when you're getting started, I would go with the business plan. Why not the cloud startup? Because you can always upgrade later. So when you've made 30 websites in your business plan, okay, then it would be a great idea to upgrade to the cloud startup. But if you're getting started, I recommend the business plan. So what does the business plan have? Over here, you can have up to 100 websites. It's really easy to install WordPress with a few clicks. You have 200 gigabyte of NVMe storage, so it's fast. And you have enough space to create a lot of websites. You get a free domain. With other web hosting companies, that costs around $20. Here you get it for free. And if you already have web hosting somewhere else, there is a free automatic migration tool that can migrate your website from your current web hosting provider to Hostinger. Of course, you have free email, free SSL, which will make your website secure. Daily backups, so if you somehow mess up your website, you can restore a backup from the day before or the day before that. There's free CDN, which makes your website fast in any place in the world. And with your free domain, you also get free domain privacy. What does it mean? Normally, when you register a domain, all your information that you fill in, your address, your phone number, will be visible on the internet. And companies can start to send you emails like, hey, I can make a website for you, I can make a logo for you. And when you have domain privacy, that information is hidden. And with other web hosting companies, that costs money. But here at Hostinger, it is free. And to make it even better, let's scroll up. You get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So it's risk-free. If you somehow don't like the service, you can get your money back, no questions asked. So I will go with the business plan. So I click on Choose Plan. And then we can decide for how long we want to go for web hosting. And the longer the period, the more discount you get. So if you go for 48 months, you get 3 months for free. This is 4 years. And you pay $3.99 per month. If we scroll down over here, it says have a coupon code. And if you fill in the name 30 over here, you click on apply, and you scroll up again, you get 10% discount extra, and then you pay $3.59 per month for the next 4 years. You can also decide to go for 24 months or for 12 months. So if I would say 12 months, you pay $4.49 per month. You get your free domain name for the first year. And then if we scroll down, the total amount will be $65.21. And if you have a company, you can fill in your details over here. And then the taxes will be subtracted. So you will pay just $53.89 for the first year of web hosting and a domain name. And then you can create a website that is blazing fast and have amazing customer support. So if I scroll up, look at this, select payment. There are so many payment providers based on where we come from. So if you come from a different country, you can have local payment methods that are available in that country. So from any place in the world, you can pay with your local payment method. So what you need to do, if you know for how many months you want to get web hosting, I go for 12 months. Then you need to scroll down and we can create an account with our email address. You need to create a password. Then you can select your payment method. And you see that all the information over here is optional. So I will not fill this in right now. I scroll down. I want to pay with credit card. If you want to pay with something else, you can select it over here. I scroll down. I fill in my details for the credit card. And then I click on Submit Secure Payment. Now we are redirected to the control panel, and it will only take a few seconds. Congratulations with your web hosting plan. Now it's time to get our free domain. So we're going to configure a few settings, and then we're going to install WordPress on our brand new domain name, which we're about to choose. So now we can install WordPress. So it says, hello, for who is this website? Well, it's for myself or my business. I click on Next. Do you want to create or migrate a website? I want to create a website. If you want to migrate your website from somewhere else towards Hostinger, you can click over here. I have a tutorial about that. You can watch it over here. I click on Create. I click on Next. And I don't want to use one of those tools. I want to use WordPress. So I click on Skip. What domain do you want to use for this website? So now we can choose a domain name for our website. And since you get one for free, you can pick your free domain name right now. So I want to go with this domain. And then I can see if it's still available. I want to go for the .com version. So I click over here and then I click on Next. Do I buy this for personal use or for my company? For my company. So I click on Next step. Then I will fill in the information over here. And then I click on Finish Registration. So it's registering the domain. And now you need to think about the people you want to reach. Where are they living? If they live in Europe, you can select France or the United Kingdom. If they live in the United States, you can select one of those two. I go for the United States. So I click on Next. So what is happening now? The domain, in my case, this one, is being registered in the whole world. So the whole world needs to know this domain is now registered. That can take a while. It can take a few minutes. It can take longer. So it says your domain is not connected to hosting yet because of that. It says it can take up to 24 hours, but in most cases it takes up to 5 minutes. So if I would click on preview website, we have a temporary domain at Hostinger. You can work on that and then put it back later. I prefer to wait until the domain is live. And yeah, it can take 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I will keep track of this. I will refresh this page all the time, and then I will let you know how long it took for me. And then I will let you know how long it took for my website to go live. So it's now 5 minutes later. I refresh the page and it is live. Your website is running smoothly. No issues were found. So now if you click on this domain, your website is live. This is so amazing. How cool is this? We are live. Congratulations with that. So now let me check a few things. I go to security, SSL. Let's see if that is installed. If our website is secure. It is active. Great. Then I go to website, WordPress. Now I can click on install WordPress. So I click over here. I need to give my website a title. I say my WordPress. My administrator email, I choose this one. My username, and I need to create a password. If you click on advanced, you can install your website on your domain /new or test. But I prefer to install it on the main domain. I click on next. You can select the language of your site. I prefer English. And then I click on install now. I will be redirected to this page. Make sure that Force HTTPS is turned on. It is. So I click on admin panel. And now I will be redirected to my brand new website. Normally I install WordPress on my main domain, but in case of courses, it can be that you have a website where you refer to your courses, but your courses are at courses.yourdomain.com or app.yourdomain or community. So I will show you how you can create a subdomain. And if you want to, you can install WordPress there and decide to make your course website there. So let me show you how to create a subdomain for your website. Since we're going to create a course website, we can do that on our main domain name. But what I prefer to do, I like to do it on a subdomain. So if you want to create a subdomain, it's up to you. You can do it on your main website. I want to do it on my subdomain. So in order to create it, I go to domains, subdomains. Then I can give this subdomain a name and I give it the name app. Or I can say something like courses or community, but I prefer to say app. I click on create. Subdomain successfully created. Then I'm going to install WordPress on that subdomain. So I go to WordPress overview. Then I select app.ferdytest.com. I use a different domain name right now, just for the sake of the tutorial. And then I click on install WordPress. My WordPress. This is all fine with me. I click on next. Install. So still here at the subdomain, I can now go to the admin panel of our website. There we go. I close this. What I want to do now, let me go to the website. This is what we'll see when we enter our website, and we have this bar over here because we are logged in. So if I click over here, we go to the back end of our website. WordPress is installed. Now it's time to clean up our WordPress website. It comes with a few plugins and with a few things. Let's clean it up. So I like to work in a tidy environment. It's just clean. You should not see this place right now. I'm so hypocritic. I don't know. But if I clean things up, my mind is relaxed. And when I clean WordPress up, my mind is also relaxed. So let me show you how to clean up your WordPress website. In order to clean everything up, I dismiss this message. Then I want to go to the website. Scroll down. If I go to a blog post, here, hello world. It looks like this. That's exactly what I want. So let me go to the backend. Settings. Permalinks. Everything's already set at the right place, so that's good. Then I go to all the plugins. I select them all by clicking here. Bulk actions. Deactivate. I want to start from scratch. Apply. Then I select everything again. Bulk actions, delete, apply, Okay. There they go. Then I want to go to the post and I bring it to the trash by clicking here. I go to the trash, I empty the trash. Then I go to the pages. I click on trash. I go to the trash and I empty the trash. Now I want to go over here, edit my profile, give myself a first name, last name, and then here at display name publicity as 30 or 30 Korpshoek, whatever you prefer, or your first name or your first and last name. Update profile. Great. Let me see if I go to my dashboard. I want to get rid of all this stuff. I can collapse it, or I can go to the screen options, turn everything off. So that looks so much better than this. Now I want to go to the settings, general settings. Make sure your website is safe. HTTPS, if there's no S, add it over here, add it over here. Then you need to save it and log in again. Then over here, the site language, mine is English. The time zone, if I focus on people from the Netherlands, I would say Amsterdam. The date format, I like it this way, but you can change it over here or have a custom one. And the time format, I like to work with AM and PM, but with capitals. My week starts on Monday. I save the changes. And then we're going to take a look at the site title. It is about selling your course. Your website is about your course, or maybe you're creating multiple courses. If you're creating multiple courses, you could say 30.com and then your site name, Academy. Or if you only have one subject for your course, you could say the ultimate WordPress course. It's important to think about what people search for on the internet. So when somebody wants to learn how to work with WordPress, what will you search? And that should be the title of your website. So I would search for WordPress course. Skip the sponsored stuff. Courses, learn WordPress, WordPress full course, WordPress training courses and tutorials, learn WordPress. So I could say learn WordPress courses or course. Well, I want to have multiple courses. So I would say 30.com Academy and then WordPress, e-commerce and affiliate marketing courses, something like that. The tagline, I leave it empty. I scroll down, and if I save the changes, I go to the website, then this is the title, 30.com Academy, WordPress, e-commerce and affiliate marketing courses. Let me go back, because right now I see this beautiful WordPress icon, and here I see the one from Google. I want to go to general, and I want to add my site icon over here. So I click on it, select files, then I go to my desktop, and there it is, the fave icon. It's square with a circle in it or a letter, and then this cool play button, because it's about videos. Set as a site icon, I crop the image. And now if I save the changes, I see a play button. So I can navigate easier through the tabs, because then I see this icon of the 30.com Academy. We're going to make use of a free theme in this tutorial. That's the Blocksy theme. And Blocksy is integrated with all the LearnDash settings. So when you have the Blocksy theme, you can configure a few extra things within LearnDash, and that makes your website so much better. So let me show you how to get the free Blocksy theme. So if I take a look at my website, it looks like this. I don't like that at all. So in order to make this look better, I will use a theme. You can find it at 30.com/Blocksy. Hit enter, and there you go, the Blocksy theme. There's a free download. You can download it over here. And if you take a look here below, a lot of downloads, a few thousand per day. It's extremely popular. It is, in my opinion, the best free theme, and it also helps you to create an amazing course website. You can also go to the backend, to Appearance Themes, add a new theme, and then search for Blocksy. So also within WordPress, you can install it and activate it. Then we need to install the Blocksy companion. So I click on that. And there you go. I go back to appearance, themes, and I will remove all the themes I don't use. So I click on theme details, delete. Okay. Theme details, delete. Okay. And theme details, delete. Okay. I like to keep everything clean and I don't want to use unnecessary stuff on my website. So I installed the Blocksy theme. So if I take a look at the website right now, it looks like this. I want to add a logo to our website. If you don't have a logo, you can outsource it or you can make one your own. I have a tutorial about that. Let me show you in a minute where you can find the tutorial. If you don't have a logo yet and you want to create one, you can go to YouTube and then search for logo 30. Hit enter. It says make a logo. You can watch this tutorial. It's free. If you have one already, you can upload it over here. How can you do that? You go to the customizer. Then you hover over here, click on the three dots, click on select logo, upload files, select files. I go for this logo. It's an SVG, so the quality remains perfect, even if you zoom in a lot. It's only 3 kilobytes, really light. I open it. I always like to give spaces and then copy the title in the alt text and the description. I select it and I want to get rid of the site title below by clicking here. These configurations are possible because of the Blocksy theme. I really like that theme. What I don't like is that the logo is really big. So I click on the three dots and I bring this back to, let's say 20. That's better. Publish, close it. Okay, that looks better. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get LearnDash. LearnDash is the tool we'll use to create our course website. So let me show you how to get it. Later in the tutorial, we're gonna make this look better. Right now, I want to make use of the plugin called LearnDash in order to create courses on this website. So in order to get that, let's go to ferdy.com/learn-. Hit enter, and there you go. Professional tools for freelancers, content creators, and for you. Otherwise, I guess you're not watching this tutorial. So in order to start working with LearnDash, in order to get it, we need to go to LearnDash LMS. And there are a few options. If you want to have one course website, then go for one website and it will cost you $199 per year. It is including all the updates and support. So if you have any question, you can reach out to them and they will help you. And how I think, if you create one course and you sell it for $100 and you sell it twice, you already made more money than $199. If you want to use it on multiple sites, you can go for this one, unlimited. But in my case, I want to have one course website. So I go for one site. It will cost me $199 per year. I click on Get LearnDash LMS. It is added to my cart. Then I need to fill in my details over here. So info@ferdy.com. My first name, my last name, Corpers Hoek. I need to create a username. How about Ferdy.com? And I create a password. How about I love my wife? Not medium, but really strong. Okay. Continue to address. I'm from the Netherlands. And if you have a company, you can fill in your details over here and you don't have to pay taxes over the amount. So that will be subtracted like that. I did not buy Member Dash, so I close this like that. And then the total amount I have to pay is $199. Keep me up to date. No, thank you. No order notes. So I click on continue to payment. Then I want to pay with credit card. I can also pay with PayPal. I don't need to have updates. I click on purchase. Congratulations with purchasing LearnDash. Now we're going to install LearnDash on our WordPress website. Let me show you how we can do that. Thank you for buying LearnDash. Let's get started. We can automatically install LearnDash for you. Just enter the details below. Well, I prefer to do it myself. So I click on download and there it goes. I just downloaded LearnDash. So I go to my website, go to the backend, to plugins, add new. Then I click on Upload Plugin, choose a file, or I go to my download and I drag it over here. And then I click on Install Now. There you go. I click on Activate Plugin. And ladies and gentlemen, you just installed LearnDash. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Like, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. Bye-bye. Of course, this is just the beginning. So we can do 2 things, or 3. We can take a break. 4, we can go for a hike. But the other 2 options there are, we can set up the wizard or get started with the wizard, or dismiss it. Well, let's get started with the wizard. I always wanted to be a wizard, you know, when I was young. Okay, what I need to do, I need to fill in my email, the same one I filled in when I bought LearnDash. I need to get a license key. So for access to your account, click here. And there you go. Hello, Ferdycom. I need to go to subscriptions. And there I find this beautiful code. I select it. I copy it, Command C. Then I go to my website. I paste it. And then I click on validate. Awesome. Your license is valid. Communication preferences. Would you like to use the email above for all LearnDash and emails, course notifications? Yes. And if I would say no, I can fill in another email address. Next, do I want to install a demo course so I can see how it works, or I can adjust it and save some time? Well, I prefer not to. I will show you how everything works. How many courses are you planning to create? Just 1 or multiple? I will say multiple. Also, if I just create 1. And then what types of courses will you have? Check all that apply. Simple with videos and text, without certificates and quizzes, or 1 with quizzes and certificates with time. So you can say every day a new video will be online from the moment that people bought a course, or group courses, a course led by group leaders, perfect for cohorts, cooperating training in classrooms. Well, I want to go for this one. I can have multiple if I want to, but I'm okay. So I only check this one. Next. Do you want to charge for your courses? No, of course not. Now my tutorials are free, but my courses do cost money. So I say yes. And I want to use Stripe for that. I don't want to connect it right now, or I'll talk about that later. I do want to use a currency that's called the United States of America dollar. And I click on next. Sorry, next. So there's a summary over here. I will not use WooCommerce over here. I will keep it as it is and click on save and complete. And if we want to, we can always add that later. This is just to get us started. Okay. I want to skip this because I don't want to take a look at everything we are doing. I click on skip. Dismiss. So we have LearnDash and we have set it up. If I go to the website, what I will see is a menu over here with courses, profile, registration, registration success, and reset password. Those are pages created by LearnDash. So if I would go to courses, I see no courses because we have not created a course yet. And that is just what we're about to do. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to create our first course. There are 2 ways. The first way is you can do it manually. The second way is you can upload a lot of videos to YouTube or to Vimeo and then import that as a playlist so that the list with videos is already created in LearnDash by that, and it includes all the videos at the right place. Well, I will show you both ways. I prefer to do it manually, and I will show you how. And after that, I will show you how you can do it on autopilot. In order to add your first course, we go to the backend of your website, to LearnDash LMS, courses. We can create one from a video playlist, for instance, YouTube or Vimeo. We'll talk about it later. Right now, I want to show you how to create a course manually. And in order to do that, I click on add your first course, or new and then course. We're going to use the block editor from WordPress, and I want to add a course title, which will be affiliate marketing course. That is the title of my course. And over here, there can be course categories. We can create one, especially when you're having a lot of courses. People can search on your website through categories. So I'll give this a category, passive income. I add a new one that is affiliate marketing. And the third one is making or make money online. The same can be done with tags. So again, I say passive income, comma. The second one is make money online. And the third one is affiliate marketing. Then I can have a featured image. If you want to learn how to create one, go to YouTube and search for featured image 30. And I have a tutorial for you. Create featured images. So I go to upload files, select files, and on my computer, I have this one. And you can learn how to create something like that using this tutorial. I set my featured image. First, I will copy the title, paste it in the alt text and in the description. Okay, post attributes, that's all fine. I click on publish, publish. Now if I would go to the website by clicking here, I go to courses, I see this course over here. If I click on it, you see not that much, but over here we have our first course. So I can click on it and then edit course, and then we can continue. Because right now we have the course page tab, we have the dashboard with our statistics, but I also have the builder. And if I want to create the course, the outline, the chapters, the videos, or the content, we go to the builder and we can work with 3 areas. We can have headings. In those headings, we can have lessons, and in those lessons, we can have topics. Well, I only use headings and lessons. So let me show you how I would set up my course. I have a lot of videos here at courses, affiliate marketing. So what I prefer to do, change it to list view, bring this to the right, drag this to the left, and I want to start with a heading, and I call that one course introduction. It's like a module, and in that module I can have lessons. So I can have a new lesson. What I like to do, copy, and over here, paste. If you want to, you can have numbers. So let me do that for now. I can change it later. So there's the course introduction with my introduction. And I want to add a video over here. You can also have text or a PDF. So that's my first heading with one video in it. Now I want to create a second heading, and that is the affiliate marketing introduction. This is introduction to the course, this to affiliate marketing. So I go to the first lesson of chapter 2. What is affiliate marketing? Copy that, paste it here. Why choose affiliate marketing? New lesson, paste it. It takes some time, but that's how you build the course outline, and you have to do it only once. And later I will show you how you can do this automatically. Copy. So I will fast forward and then I will be back with you. So I click on update. And now when I click over here, I can see the course content, affiliate marketing course, course content, and then I see the introduction, affiliate marketing introduction, niche research, all those videos. I even have this over here. I want to get rid of that. I don't want that. I'll show you later how you can get rid of that. So everything will be shown at once. And if I would click on something, we go to the page of that lesson. But there's nothing there yet because we need to create that content yet or place a video over there. So now again, courses, click on the course, and then we see an overview. Besides section headings and lessons, we can have also another layer, and that is topics. Let me show you what you can do with topics within LearnDash. So this is a heading and this is a lesson. There's another level, and that's a topic. Let me talk about that. I go back to the builder over here at the affiliate marketing course. And what I can do, I can open this with the arrow down over here. I can drop a topic or a new quiz. We're going to talk about quizzes and certificates later. Right now I want to create a topic. So the first one is, I'm talking about the introduction. So let's say I have 3 parts in my course. The first one is research. And a topic is exactly the same thing as a lesson, only a level deeper. So the second topic will be written content. And the third one will be videos. So I add the topic in my first lesson, the introduction. And now if I refresh the page, look at this. It says 3 topics. So I can expand it like that. And I see the 3 lessons. And if I click on the introduction, I can have my video over here or my content. And then below you see the lessons. So instead of going to the next lesson, I go to the next topic. So if I click on next topic, I go to research. Then next topic, I go to written content. And then the third one, videos. And then after that, it says next lesson. And then I go to lesson 2.1. So that's how you can work with topics. And now if I go to courses, it looks like this. So there was a small glitch, I think, a few minutes ago. This is how I prefer to display this. We're gonna make it look better, but that's better than the big image I just saw. What you also can do, you can make free lessons. So when people don't buy the course, they can watch a few sample lessons that are for free, so they can see how the quality of the course is. Well, I recorded this part later, so you'll see a few things that are looking different than what you see right now, but then you know that's what we're gonna learn later on in the tutorial. So it's a sneak peek. So let me show you how you can make a few lessons free. So people can see the quality and they think, hey, I want to buy this course because the sample videos are so amazing. Let me show you how. You can also have free sample lessons. So right now it says you don't currently have access to this content because I did not buy the course. But if you go to the builder of your course, for instance, video 2.1, you click on edit, leave. Now I can go to the settings of this particular lesson. Settings, here, this tab. Here we have the video that's been displayed. And what I can do now over here, I can make this a sample lesson. Update. So if you want to convince people that this is the right course for them, you can create a few free sample lessons. So if I refresh the page, right now it says I have no access. If I refresh the page, now it says it's a sample lesson. So if I click on it, I'm not logged in, but I can watch the video. If you see this, sorry, I record this part later. This is what we're gonna create. It's one of the options of the display of our course. So you got a glimpse. Now let's go back to the other parts of the tutorial. We can set up the landing page. We can configure it, make it look better, and I'll show you how you can do that. And that's all done within LearnDash. But it is great, it looks great, but it's also a little bit limited. So later on in the tutorial, I will also show you how you can create a landing page using a page builder. But right now I will show you how you can spice up your landing page within LearnDash. I go to courses, click on the course. There's an overview, and this is the landing page. So this is where I can convince people to buy my course. So what I also can do, I can go back to the course page and I can add any content over here. So I click on the plus. I prefer to click on browse all. So I can have a video over here. I can upload it. I prefer to use external resources like YouTube or Vimeo, but for now I can click on upload. Let me see, I have a video over here. It's 55 megabyte. Let me open it. And I could say autoplay and no playback controls. So now when I go to the landing page of this course, I refresh the page. This video should start automatically. Somehow it's not the case. Let me turn this off. Playback controls. Refresh. Now I can.
Do you want to learn?
Play it. So I don't like the layout like this. We're gonna adjust it. But for now, we know that this is the landing page. Here we can show an overview of our course. We can also decide not to show it. We can talk about pricing and all that stuff. We can get rid of this, make it look different. We're gonna make it look great. But now you know how you can work with the builder with headings, lessons, and topics. There are multiple ways on how you can host the videos on your course. You can upload them to your website. I recommend that you do not do that because that can slow down your website when you have a lot of space filled with videos. So what I prefer is to outsource the videos, host them somewhere else. You can do that on YouTube and then unlist them and then link them to your course. But I think that looks a little bit less professional. So what you can also do is use Vimeo. I prefer Vimeo. So let me show you how you can use Vimeo to upload the videos that you can host in your course. In order to create a video course, we need to use a platform that can host our videos. So in order to make use of one of those platforms, we go to ferdy.com/Vimeo, hit enter. We'll start with the free version and you can join by clicking here. I will sign up with an email address, continue with email. I need to create a password and I click on join Vimeo. I will start with Enterprise, the free version. I don't want to use a paid plan right now. I just want to get started with uploading a few videos. So what I want to do, I want to create a showcase. So I click on the plus. Now I'll call that one affiliate marketing course. I click on save. Now I want to click on new, upload. Now I want to upload all the videos from my course. If you want to learn how to create videos, go to YouTube and search for affiliate marketing course Ferdy. Let me see. Yeah, over here I show you step by step how you can create videos, how you can record using the right equipment. So you can learn how to create your own course using that video. And now I want to, let me see, choose files, or I can drag files over here. So I go for the introduction. Let's go for the first 2 chapters. I drag them over here. And one by one, they will be uploaded to Vimeo. There is a limit of 1 GB when you use the free version. So let's see how far we'll come. I think we can make that 65 megabytes. That's 1/15 of the whole storage. So let's see. The upload is going great. First 2 chapters. Awesome. So now let me go to the library. There are all the videos. They're transcoding, so it can take a while before they are really active. And when they're active, then it will be shown how much memory is already taken. I've been making websites since 1999, and through the years, I found a few ways for myself that will help me to speed up my workflow. It looks a bit weird, but let me show you a few of those tricks that I use to work a bit faster. I hope I do not overwhelm you with that. So let me show you how you can speed up things within Vimeo and within WordPress. But we don't have to sit still. I prefer to have a list view. What I can do now, here's the introduction. I can go, let me see. I can click on copy link, copy video link. Then I go to the course. And instead of here at the builder, I go back to courses. And then over here, I see lessons. I click over here on the title. So I see the first one. I hold Command. And then I click on the introduction. On a PC, it's Control. So Control, click. So it goes to a new tab. Then at the introduction, there's a lesson page, but I want to go to the settings. And then the second tab, or the second option, video progression, I turn that on before completed sub-steps. And I paste URL and I get rid of the share copy. And I click on update. And that's what I can do with all videos. So let me get rid of this. I drag Vimeo to the left. What I want to do now, in order to work a bit more efficient, I go to the lessons. I have the title selected in alphabetical order, also numerical order. So what I will do now, I will hold Command or Control and I click on all of them. So the first 2 chapters, click, 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 click. Then I go to Vimeo. I go over here. It's video 2.1. So I want to go to the second chapter. Copy link, copy video link, and I go to video 2.1. What I will do now, okay, look at this. I click on settings, then I do Control Tab. Settings, Control Tab. So with Control Tab, I go to the next tab. Settings, Control Tab, Settings, Control Tab, Settings, Control Tab, Settings, Control Tab. Then I go to video 2.1 again. Now I turn this on and then Control Tab. In that way, I can work more efficient. I know it's a little bit weird, like what are you doing? But when you get a hold on this or you understand how that works, it can save you a lot of time. So now everything is opened. So I go to Vimeo, I copy the video link for 2.1 and I paste it. Then I go to the next one, 2.2, and I paste it. So in that way, I save myself a lot of time. And later on, I will show you how to do this automatically. But for me, this is the fastest way to do this. 2.4, 2.4, paste. Copy. 2.5, paste. 2.6, copy the link, paste. Now, I get rid of everything from the question mark on. Control Tab, Tab, Tab. Get rid of this. Control Tab. When I've done that everywhere, I click on Update, Control Tab, Update, Control Tab, Update, 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 and Update. So if I decide to go to the website, to courses, over here, and I go to the introduction, there is a video over here. I can play it. Hello and welcome in this course. So I can go to those lessons, but I have no content over here. So I go to the next lesson and there you see it again, another video. So that's one way to do this. As I said before, we're going to also import a course using Vimeo or YouTube. So let me show you how you can do that. Save yourself a lot of time if you prefer to use this method. I want to show you both methods and then you can choose which one you want to use. So I go back. I have a course with all the information here at the course page or the builder. Set it up manually, but how can I do this automatically? Let me show you. I go back to Vimeo, to Showcases, and there's the affiliate marketing course. If I click on it, I need to add a few videos. So I click on Add Video. Really important to select the first one first, so it will be in alphabetical or numerical order. The first one, then like that. Edit, what you will see. This is the first one. So that's what I want. I go back to Showcases. It will be saved automatically. So if I click over here, they're there in the right order. Now I can go to Edit Course, go back to Courses, and now it says Create from Video Playlist. So I click over here, and I need to enter the playlist URL. So I go to Vimeo. I want to share this, share, copy the link, and then here I want to paste the link, get rid of the share copy, and then load the data from Vimeo. This is the fast track. This will be so much easier because immediately all the videos will have the right titles and the video included in it. So I don't have to do that manually like I just did. I allow learners to get access to my videos. The course affiliate marketing course will be created with 8 lessons. So now they're already over there. So that's the fast way, the better way. How users will gain access to the course. Well, I leave this for now. We'll talk about it later. I click on create the course. So it's the same title, but this one is automatic because I don't see the course categories and stuff. So if I click over here and we go to the builder, look at this. This is all created. The only thing is it's not in the right order. How can we fix that? It's exactly the other way around. So that's one thing I don't like. I can drag it over here. So what I can do, I can say Command or Control minus. So I see everything at once. So this is what I don't like. I'll send them email learners, see if they can fix that. And I go for 1.1, 1.2, then 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5. Okay. And then I need to add the heading. First one is the introduction. I can drag it to the top. And then the second heading is affiliate marketing introduction. I want to drag it on top of chapter 2. Update. So now, if I check this and I click on video 2, the content is there already. This is what we have created for free. So that's really cool. The only thing what I don't like is all this information. Well, that's probably because we use the free version of Vimeo. So let me see if I go to the home area, to my library. I go, okay, let's go to video 1. So I go to the affiliate marketing course, the introduction. Can I get rid of this? Because this doesn't look really professional. What I can do, I can go to the player. This is a preview of your customizations. To save them, upgrade your account. So yes, I can get rid of a lot of stuff like this. Progress bar. I want to show the progress bar. Site speed, the quality, no Chromecast, no AirPlay, picture-in-picture, full screen, no Vimeo logo. So I can display it like this. I can even hide the title. I don't know where it is right now. The title, the byline, profile picture. So that looks much better, but I need to upgrade in order to make use of this function. So if I click on upgrade, you should go for the standard plan. You can also start a free trial. Leave your details over here. Right now it's $0. And after, let me see, after 7 days, you will be charged. You can pay with credit card or with PayPal. And then you can have all the freedom. You can have higher quality videos. You can upload more than 1 gigabyte because right now we're already at 750 megabytes. So what I will do, I will fill in my details over here. I'm from the Netherlands. I add my VAT ID. And then I click on Start Free Trial. So now I have more freedom. I can hide everything over here. Over here, I can hide everything. This is from a tool. So this is outside of Vimeo. And here I can even change the colors. So look at that. If I start playing, I would see purple instead of blue. I can even save this as a preset. So I can create a preset. And I can call this one affiliate marketing course. Create a preset. And now I can go to the library. So let me take a look at the website right now. So now it's all gone. But if I go to the next lesson, then it's back. So what I need to do, I need to go to all my videos. So the second one, for instance, I click on it. Then I go to the player and I can use the preset, affiliate marketing course, save it. And again, I have to do this once for all of them. So again, let me show you how I would do that. I go to the library. Command click, 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 click. I've done this so many times. So for me, this is saving a lot of time. It's maybe a little bit unorthodox, but it's working. Player, 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 player. That's how they used to call me in high school, you know. Affiliate marketing. No. That's not how they called me. I was really shy. I think you're so happy with that personal information that I just shared with you. So, and what I also saw, I have so much more gigabyte of storage right now. So I can upload the whole course at once. So now for all the videos, if I take a look at this one, I only see this, and that's exactly what I want. I think I closed my website. So let me go back to app.ferdy. So now you know how you can create courses manually like this, or import them through Vimeo. And the second one is of course my favorite way of doing this. The only thing I need to do, I need to go to the course page, make use of the same categories, of the same tags, and the same featured image, update. So this way will help you to create your course a lot faster. If I go over here and I go to video 4, there's nothing. I still have to do it manually, and you have seen how much time it costs. So I'm happy with the second way. So I suggest you do the same thing. So I have Vimeo Pro now. So this is how I would upload a course to Vimeo and place it in my WordPress website. So now I go to Vimeo, choose a file, I go for chapter 3 until the latest one, hold Shift, open them, and now those will be added, and then I can place them in the course. So, or I decide to import it again. So I place all those videos in the showcase, and then I import it and I create the headings, or I copy the links manually and go to my first course and then import the link manually. Either way, I will be back with you with a complete course with chapters, lessons, and all the videos at the right place. So I uploaded all the videos for the course on Vimeo. I put them in the showcase, and now I click on create from video playlist. One more time, paste it, get rid of this, load data from Vimeo, allow them, create the course. Now I go to the affiliate marketing course, builder, and it's exactly the opposite way. So also this will take some time. In order to set our videos on private so nobody can see it, I go to library. Right now it is set to anyone, so anyone can see this. So you can select everything over here, or select the first one, go to the first video of the course. So in my case, 1.1. Hold Shift and click here. Then privacy. I click over here and I set it to hide from Vimeo. And can people download these videos? I prefer to say no. Save it. So now if I go to courses and I go to the this video, for instance, I can still see it, but it's not visible on my Vimeo account. Really important. It is time to talk about something interesting. In my opinion, it's interesting. The pricing. What are you gonna let people pay for your course? There are multiple things. You can have a free course that's open to anyone. You can have a free course that people need to register in order to get access to it. Then you can send them emails, maybe link them to your email list. Then there's the paid one. People pay a one-time fee and then they get access. People can pay recurring, so they pay every month. And you can give people a 7-day trial for $1. And after that, charge them the full amount or charge them per month. You can also use an external tool to do the landing page and the payment method. So let's talk about those things. Right now, if I go to my course, it is available for anyone. Everybody can access this. So if I would open this, right mouse click in an incognito window, and I click on the course, it is free. I do, however, have to log in to enroll. So I click over here and then I have to log in. So I need to create an account. There's another area in my website that could make that possible. Right now, it is free, but I need to enroll. In order to adjust those settings, I click on Edit Course. And then I go to the settings. And right now it says it is free. So the course is free, but it is protected. You need to be registered and enroll to have access to the content. If I set it to open, update, now there's not even an area where you can log in. Everybody has access and can go to any video they wish. So with open, the course is not protected and everybody can access it. With free, it is free, but you need to log in or register in order to get access to the course. Then there's the third option, buy now. You pay once, let's say $297. And when people access your course, let's say the first video, introduction, grab that link. I want people to arrive there just after they purchased. So people pay, and when they pay, they automatically go to the first video where I welcome them, and then they can continue from there. So how does it look? Right mouse click, incognito window. Now you see the price. I'm not enrolled. Get started. I need to log in. Of course, I need to have a pay button over here, but we need to connect it with Stripe in order to get the pay button. So we'll do that later. When you would have login details, then you could log in and get access to the course. I'll show you later how we can get a buy now button over here. Then there's recurring, also really interesting. The course price. So you can say at once, there's a one-time fee of $297. But after that, every year, course price, billing cycle every year. And the recurring times, I can say for 3 years. I can also say nothing. So every year people pay $297 as long as they are a member. I can also say for $7, you get 7 days of access to the whole course. And if people pay with credit card, they get charged $7 when they enroll. And then automatically after 7 days, they get charged $297. And the next year also until the point they cancel their subscription. And when they enroll, when they pay, they will be sent to the first video. Update, right mouse click, incognito. So it says the price is $7 for the first 7 days. After that, $297 every year for 97 years. That's not right. If I would say 100, refresh for the next 100 years, it should be the case that when I leave this empty, update, refresh, full price every 1 year afterward. Okay, so that's better. And of course, we want to have the buy button. The latest option is using an external tool, for instance, Cardflows for the landing page. And that, if you want that, then you can choose this option. Let me show you how that works. After that, I will also talk about more configuration settings for our course. So buckle up, get some popcorn, watch Lord of the Rings, then come back, and then let's get started with this part of the tutorial. And if you like this, please like the video. That will help me out a lot. You're already watching it, so that's a good thing for the length people watch my tutorial. It's not interesting what I'm saying right now, but thank you for watching. Thank you for liking this video. And if you want to learn more about making websites that can generate you money, then feel free to subscribe. Hallo, met wie spreek ik? Ja, is goed. Okay. I've never done that before. It came to me and I went with it. So, hey, what were we doing? Yes, let's talk about what we're going to talk about. Later, I will show you how you can use Elementor to create a landing page, which is, in my opinion, way better because then you have more freedom to do whatever you want. But this is built in with LearnDash, also nice, but I will show you how to make it look even better. And also collect email addresses. Yeah, it's going to be better and better. So what I can do, I just talked about it. I can also say closed. So I don't use anything from LearnDash, but I use another tool, for instance, Cardflows. So I can say the price is $297 and the button URL. So when people click on that, then they go to the landing page. So it could be https app.ferdy.com/affiliate marketing course landing page, LP. Update. So when we do that, I go to an incognito window. I go to this page, but I want to refer this page to the landing page that we will make with Elementor. There I can show the price, all the information, show the video, and I can let even people fill in their email address in order to see the introduction video. So then I can send them automated emails, which can increase my conversion rate like crazy. So more people will buy the course because you have their email address and you can send them more emails with more valuable information about the course. So that's something for later in the tutorial. I will close this and this. And for now, I want to use the buy now option. Update. So when people go to this page, they see this is the price. That's it about pricing. We scroll down. Course prerequisites. If I turn it on, I can say that people should have completed a certain course before they can follow this course. So I can have 5 courses over here, and then they can follow this course if they've completed one of those courses. Or I can say they should complete all the courses before they can follow this one. Well, I only have 1 course yet, so I cannot do this right now. That's how it works. There are course points. How many points should members have when they can get access to this course? I could say 50, and then I can create another course like a light course about affiliate marketing. And when they completed it, then they get 50 points. So that's the other thing, awarded on completion. I can say when people complete this course, they get 100 points. And then I can create a next level course, and people need to have 100 points in order to access that course. So if I have a small course about affiliate marketing, they get 50 points in rewards, and then they can buy this course. I can also say, it's interesting, that people buy only once for $290, but they get access for 365 days. After that, they need to renew it. And there's also data deletion. So after 365 days, all the data, login details, what they've done in the course will be removed. All the quizzes. I can also say the course is available from a certain day until a certain end date. So I can have a special deal and say, hey, only for the next 7 days you have access. And then I can fill in the start date and the end date. And then I can also say only 100 people have access to this course because I want to give everybody one-on-one help, or let's say 30. And when you use those in your emails, like, hey, next week, the 1st of June, my course goes live. For the first 7 days you have access, but only 30 people have access because I want to help them one-on-one on how to become successful with this. So only the first 30 people from the 1st of June on have access. So make sure you're one of those people. And in that way you can sell 30 courses for, let's say, $997 and make a little bit less than $30,000 in 1 week. But then of course you need to help those people for 365 days. So with all this data, there are a lot of options on how you can position yourself when it comes to pricing. There are even more settings, so let's explore those right now. If I take a look over here, this is how it looks right now. We can also talk about course materials. So if people are going to follow this course, what do they need? You need to have a computer. You need to have a working internet connection. You need to have a phone with camera. Update. So you see the course. There's all this information. And then materials, new tab, you need to have a computer. It says materials, but you can also change that to what you need. So if it's materials, I could say the ideal course follow PDF. I think that's really bad English. I can click on add media, add something. I can also make this a link. So if I would have a PDF, I go to the backend media, I can upload a PDF. So let's say people can get this. I grab the link of the video. It can also be a PDF. And then I paste it over here, open it in a new tab. And then when people take a look at the course, the ideal course follow PDF. And when you click on it, you see the video. So that's what you can place over here. When people finish the course, which certificate should be used? We're going to create a certificate. We can have a challenge exam show. So people need to fill in one big exam before they finish the course. The course content. Right now it's visible. Maybe you're like, hey, I want to not to make it visible because then people think, okay, I know all about that. So I can also say only visible to release. Well, I'm logged in. So if I would open this in a incognito window, I don't see that overview anymore. I am okay with showing it. Right now, there's pagination, so there are 3 pages. I want to show 99 lessons and topics per page. What do I mean by that? I want to show everything on one page, like that. And when people complete the course, I can create a page, a landing page like, hey, thank you for watching this course. Leave a review, become an affiliate of it, something like that. So I can create a page, really simple, create a page, affiliate marketing, thank you page. I can add the video I already have. This one, even though it's a promo, just want to show you how that works. Publish. I go back to the course, affiliate marketing course, settings. I scroll down and I can select the affiliate marketing thank you page. So when people finish the course, they finish the last video, then they will be redirected to this thank you page. I can have a video saying thank you, etc. So one other thing, the course progression. It can be linear. That means that people need to watch video 1 before they can watch video 2. If you say freeform, they can go from video 1 to video 60 to 43 to 42 to 25, 16, 26, 43. That would be a really great order, but it's up to you, up to the visitors, for the people that bought the course. So I prefer freeform because then people can also go to any video and they don't have to stick with the linear. Okay, over here, I can add people manually. So if people register for another course, I see them over here and I can drag them over here and then I get access to this course. And then there's the course grid settings. So if I go back to the courses, I see this over here. I can add more information. So I will write a text about the course. So I had a text update. If I refresh this, nothing happens. Why? Because this is automatically created using the Blocksy thing. So what I can do, I can create a new page, all courses, publish. Then I can click on the plus, browse all, and I search for LearnDash. Now it says LearnDash course grid. Update. So let's take a look over here. Well, we're getting there. But this looks so much better than the default one. So this one. So from now on, we're going to use this one. Affiliate marketing course by Ferdy Korpshoek. Students. So let's take a look at the other information. The duration, total duration is 12 hours, 53 minutes. I can enable a video preview and I can use a video over here. Right now it says enrolled. If I open this in an incognito window, it says what the price is. So I can also have a custom text like buy now or a ribbon text, best course or something like that. So let's say something buy now and best deal. Update, refresh, best deal. Now there's a video. So I can have a video from YouTube that displays a nice overview of what we will talk about in this course. The only thing is I don't see the short description. I'll get rid of this and of the video. Update, refresh. Okay, then it looks like that. And then we'll later take a look at all the other information. So that's it for the settings. So I click over here, then I go to the single page. And what I want to do now, I want to make sure that people can buy this course because that's what I want. So I click on the course. Instead of login, I want to have a buy now button. Let me show you how we can create that. Now we're going to talk about something interesting, in my opinion. We're going to talk about how people can pay. I prefer Stripe. Stripe is a great payment gateway that let people pay with a credit card or another payment method. And when they pay, that money goes to your bank account and they get access to the course all on autopilot. So let me show you how to set up Stripe. And after that, I will show you how to set up PayPal in order to receive payments and give people access to the course on autopilot. I want to name my son Autopilot because I really like Autopilot, but it was not good enough. It was not allowed by the government. So I called him Noah. Also a beautiful name. Hey, let's talk about Stripe. First, I want to change the price. So I go to the course editing page, settings, and I go for buy now for $197. So if I would open this in an incognito window, it is this price and only 30 people still have access. So how to get the buy now button over here or get the course? Well, I go to the back end of the website, then I go to LearnDash settings, and then there's the payments option. Right now, nothing is selected. The currency is dollars. And I want to add Stripe. If you want to learn how to get a Stripe account, go to YouTube and search for Stripe 30. How to get a Stripe account, 4 years old, still relevant. I checked it. And there you can also see if Stripe is available in your country. When you have a Stripe account, you can receive payments from all over the world, but not from every place in the world you can get a Stripe account. So I hope yours is included. And otherwise, there are other ways, Razorpay and PayPal. So I turned on Stripe. Let's connect Stripe. So maybe if I click on Stripe, I go to the special Stripe page. Yeah, click on this one or this one. Doesn't matter which one. I already have a Stripe account, so I will log in. Okay, please configure your Stripe webhook to finalize the setup. What I need to do, I need to copy this link. Click over here. I go to Stripe webhooks. By the way, really important. Let's use test mode first. Save it. So also here at webhooks, I go to the test mode. I want to add a new endpoint. I paste the endpoint and I want to use the most recent version. And this is important. So let me show you what I will do. I will search for learn-com/support. And then I search for Stripe Connect. The first one. And then Command F or Control F on a PC, I search for webhook URL. And then over here, it says which events we should use. So I copy this one, select events, I search. There you go. That is one. Copy. That is two. Copy. That is three. Do I understand exactly what this all means? Yes, of course. Of course. You should not even think things like that. Of course, I understand exactly what coupon.deleted. No, just I may have an idea, but I'm not exactly sure. I add the events. So I have those 5 events from the support. And then I click on add endpoint. Okay, now I can go back to payments and the return URL. Where should people go after they have paid? Well, I have an idea about that. How about the profile page? Because at the profile page, they see which courses they have. So right mouse click or over here, copy the URL and then here at return URL, turn it on, save it. The same I want to do with my course. So I go to courses, affiliate marketing course, settings, and let's put this to 197. And the course enrollment URL. So where should people go after they bought the course? Also that URL. Okay, then over here, update, right mouse click, open in an incognito window. And now it says, take this course. So I'm not logged in. I see the introduction video. If I click on play, I see the course content. I see everything because that's how we configured it. And now it's a test account. So I click on take this course. Then they go to this page, but this is not what I want. So I close this, Command W or Control W. Then I need to go to the settings of LearnDash, scroll down, settings. Actually, you don't have to scroll here. Just go with your mouse to settings, unless you have a really small screen. Then you have to scroll down to go to settings. But since we're here at settings, I scroll down here at general. And then I see login and registration, and I need to turn that on. And I need to save it. And now when I go to courses, affiliate marketing course, open it in an incognito window. Now instead of going to the Stripe page, I click here and I see this, I register. So together with this course, so I'm buying this course, but I'm here at the registration page with an ID 20. Totally unnecessary to mention this, but I saw it and I was like, hey, why not mention that? So if you're like something like this, then you know it's a popular website, probably with a lot of people that already registered. There is my son. Hey Noah. Gaat goed? So I need to fill in a username. How about Josh? His email is ferdycorpushoek@gmail.com. His first name is Josh. His last name is Duhamel. And his password is this one. I click on register. Okay, I'm registered now, and now I need to pay. So I click over here, and since there are no other options, only Stripe, I click on take this course. Now I go to the checkout. And since we're in test mode, the credit card information is 42424242, and that should also work for you. My email address is already filled in because of the form. And I click on pay. So first I got registered, then I paid, and now I'm redirected to the profile page, which I said that should happen when people buy my course. And look at this, the affiliate marketing course. Now Josh Duhamel, which looks a little bit different over here, has this course. So everything works on autopilot using Stripe. How cool is that? And now I can go anywhere in the course and follow that. It doesn't look really great yet. We're going to take a look at that later, but it's working. I'm really happy. People can sign up, pay, and get access to the course. Well, there's something important that should happen now because we're still in developers mode, in the test mode. So I need to go back to LearnDash settings, payments, Stripe, connect, get rid of the test mode, save it. Let's see what happens. Now I should go grab this webhook URL, go to developers, turn off the test mode. So I want to go to the live mode. And now I need to add the same endpoint over here with the most recent version and select the same events. So again, I need to go to learn-com/support, Stripe Connect, Command F, webhook URL, and again, use those. And since it's working on the test server or the test account, it's also working now on the live event. The only thing that changes is that it's now with real money. But we tested everything. The connections are working. Otherwise, Stripe would have said that it's not working. So when we use the same options or the same events that we just used in the test account, then this will also work. Add the events, add the endpoint, and now, ladies and gentlemen, we can receive real payments. We can also add ideal. That's being used a lot in the Netherlands. So far, so good. What is next? Now, let's talk about PayPal. How to set up PayPal is really easy. So let me show you how you can do that. How about adding more payment methods? Good idea, 30. Thank you. Let's go to the backend, to LearnDash settings. Then we go to payments and I turn on PayPal. Let's save it. Then I click on PayPal so I can manage it. PayPal email, the email I use on my PayPal account. The return URL, again, HTTPS app.ferdy.com/profile. Cancel URL when it does not work. I can create a page. Cancel. And then I can make a video like, hey, sorry, your payment did not succeed. Try something else. Save it. So now, go to all courses. Take this course. Okay, I first need to register, then I can see how it looks. Okay. ferdycorp@gmail.com. James William Bond, password, register. And now if I click over here, I can pay with PayPal. When people want to buy a course, they need to register and then they can pay. Let me show you how we can adjust the registration page a bit so it looks a little bit better, because right now I don't like how it looks. So since that is working, I want to take a look at the pages on a specific page called the registration page. Why? It's quite wide. I don't want that. So what I can do, I can click over here and I can say the form width should be 600 pixels and it will make it smaller. I think that looks way better. We are making use of the best free theme of WordPress, and that is the Blocksy theme. And with the Blocksy theme, you have a few settings that are attached or linked with LearnDash. So let's configure this and let's make it look a little bit better using the Blocksy theme. I think it's time to spice everything up a little bit. If I go to all courses, it looks a bit weird. This looks weird. And I go to a video. It looks, I don't like it. So how can I make it look better? Well, let me show you. First, I go to the customizer. Then I click on the main row. I think it's really high. So I want to decrease the height. Like that. Then I go back. I want to go to the menu here below, menus. I create a new one. I call this one the main menu. I want to place it in the header menu area 1, which is this area. Next. Now I can add items. So now you see nothing. So I can add all the courses, for instance. And then my profile page. Something like that. And I can also publish this and go back and back. Scroll down to homepage settings and display a static page, which is all courses. Yes. Then I want to go back. I want to show the courses, but I already have a page called courses. So I will go to the menu, main menu, all courses, and I change the navigation label to courses. Awesome. Then I take a look at this color. I use a tool called Color Pick Eyedropper from Google Chrome. And now if I go to colors, I can change this color to a darker one. And the second one, I want it to be the orange one. Copy. Paste it. Awesome. Now I go to the 3 dots of the menu over here. Design, the font color should be the first one, and when I hover over it, it should be the second one, and then when it's active, it should also be the second one. And then over here, I want to use Nunito Sans. And maybe make it a bit bigger. Not that bold. Let's say medium and a bit smaller. 15. Okay. Publish. Then I go to the homepage by clicking here. And I see all courses. So let's see. If I click on the customizer, this is something that should be changed from within LearnDash. But if I go to the course itself, this is something I can fix. And I definitely want to do that. So I click on edit. Then I go to the course title. So if I go back and back and back, I see, since we installed LearnDash, Blocksy has some LearnDash settings. So I go to the course, single course. And now I can adjust this. So I can say, make it narrow. That's something I definitely want to do because the video is so big. Then I want to make it boxed, which creates a nice area like that. Let me scroll down. Here I can decide what I do want to show. But I prefer to show the video over here. But if I click here, I don't want to show the date and stuff. So I can get rid of that. The title I do want to show. The excerpt, no thank you. The post meta, no author, no publish date. It's okay to show this. If I go to taxonomies, course categories, the style, I like button. Okay. And no comments about the course. I can also add labels if I want to, but I'm okay with that. Okay. I want to have a certain spacing in between, like that, 30. So that looks better. Then I go to a single video introduction. This is also really wide. So if I click on edit over here, I go automatically to the right area. I can also make it narrow and boxed. I can also do that, by the way, at general layout. Not here, but I can adjust the site width and I say 1120. So the website becomes a bit smaller. But this looks so much better in my opinion. Publish. And then I click over here again. It's a matter of clicking. I like that. And then I can make it a bit more bold. I even can have letter spacing in pixels. 1,2 or 4. Publish, close. So now if people go to my homepage, they see this. I can filter it if I have multiple courses. I click on the course and now it's a bit smaller, which is something I like. If I go to the video, it's smaller. And also here, I don't want that. So now I'm here at the single page and maybe I don't even need the title. Well, the title is nice, so let's keep that. Each one, but no excerpt. Publish, close it. Okay, let me see if I can decrease the space in between. Edit. Yes. How about 10? I love it. I love this theme. It's, man, it makes things easier. And in order to stay in the style of my website, I prefer to have the title a bit smaller. So the title H1 is okay, but a design, font color, this, and it can be a bit smaller. And also here I like to use Nunito Sans. And this is all stuff from LearnDash itself. We'll take a look at that later. How about a bit smaller, but a bit bolder? Okay, close it. So that looks better than what we had before. Don't you think so? I think so. If you're logged in, you can have a profile, and there you can see which courses you have, and then go directly to that course. Keep track of how many percentage you have. So if I would click over here, and I go to the next topic, next one, next one, next one, and the next one, or I mark it as complete, next one, mark it as complete, and I go to courses, my course, then I see I already completed 3%, and my last activity was today, just a minute ago. So that's really nice, and LearnDash is doing all that stuff for us. So if I go to my profile, I see my progress. I already started, and then I see my course progress. How cool is that? I think that's really cool. This image is linked with my Gravatar image. So if I edit my profile, here I can link my email account that I use to a Gravatar account. It is free, so I highly suggest you do that, because that looks cooler when you go to your profile page. There's still something I want to do in order to make it look a bit better. I go to the customizer. I go to the main row, design, background. By the way, if you want to learn everything about this beautiful theme, I have a tutorial for you, YouTube. And that's the Blocksy tutorial. A new one is in the making. So and there I will teach you everything about creating a beautiful website using the Blocksy theme. Right now, I want to have a dark background. Then I go to the logo, change it to a light logo using SVG. Select it. And then over here, of course, the search icon, I also want it to be white. And the menu, design, color, white. Publish, close. So my opinion, it's a bit more dynamic. So on which page, it doesn't matter which page I open, we have a nice dark area. That brings me to the following. How about changing these colors? Let's configure this and let's make it look a little bit better using LearnDash. I want to take a look at those colors over here by going to the settings of LearnDash. So I go to LearnDash, settings, general, and then the accent color. I go to the website in a new tab, holding command. I go to the customizer and I want to make use of the dark blue purplish color. So I go to colors, I grab color 1, copy it, and I paste it here. And if I click on save and I go to the website, this is dark, this is dark. So I like that. Then let's take a look at this green color. I'm actually happy with it. It can be a little bit lighter. And then it will be seen over here like that. Then I can go to one of the videos and it looks like this. I like the blue purplish color. So we really adjusted the style by just changing a few colors. If there's a notification or a warning, I can make it red. And this is one simple click, but look how it changes everything. If I turn this on, look at this. We go from this to this. I like that so much better. So here at the left, we can navigate through the course, and here we see the videos, the lessons. We can go to the next topic. So if I go to video 2.1, what is affiliate marketing? I can mark it as complete. It's already the case. I can go to the previous lesson. I can go to the next lesson. I love it. Also over here. So I like that a lot. Close this. What else? We can add our logo. So right now we see nothing over here. If I add my logo, the dark one, and I save it, bam, there you go. Video responsive CSS. That means if somehow you make your screen smaller or bigger, this will automatically adjust. So that's what I prefer. Global pagination settings. I'm okay with this. Admin user settings. The only thing I want to do over here, include in reports. I don't want to include the admin in the reports. So if I'm watching my course all the time, I don't want that to be shown in the overview of my statistics. I only want to see what my members are doing. So few settings, a lot of changes. So I'm really happy with that. Then we can go to the next settings here. Registration, everything is okay. Unless you're like, I don't want to have someone's last name. You can turn it on or say it's not required. It's all fine. Payment. We use Stripe. Emails. You get an email when this happens, the customer, and then the email sender settings from, if it's empty, it will use a site title. So I will say ferdy.com from email info@ferdy.com. And I go to LMS license. It's okay. Translations. We're not going to talk about translations. Support. If you have any question. And here you see how well your site is doing with LearnDash. There's advanced, custom labels. So if you want to have a website in a different language, you can change all these words over here. Everything else is fine. So those were the settings. What is next? Right now we have an overview with our course, but we can make it look better using the course grid. The course grid is a block that comes with LearnDash, and you can edit it using the WordPress editor, also known as Gutenberg. So let me show you how to configure the block grid from LearnDash. In order to make this look better, I hold Command and I go to the customizer. Then I click on Edit Page. And if I click over here, there are a lot of settings here. So I can go to the skin, change it from a grid to a masonry or a list. So everything will be below each other. I prefer the grid, but if you have a list, you can also have multiple options like that. The same is with the grid. So there's a grid. Right now it's a little bit confused. That's totally fine. So I refresh the page. Still confused. Let me click on it. Go back to grid 1. Okay, that's it. How many columns? Well, I'm okay with displaying 3 courses in a row. If you say 2, everything will be a bit bigger. Let's say 3. Then I go to query. I want to display 9 courses ordered by ID. Let's take a look at the elements. Do I want to display a thumbnail? By the way, right now everything looks nice when it comes to the thumbnail. But if you click over here, it still looks weird. So I'll fix that in a minute. The thumbnail size. So let's say medium, and that will fix that problem. So much better already. Okay, so I want to show the content, the title, the clickable title, meta information, progress bar. I like to show a progress bar for people that are already enrolled, like that. Do I want to have a filter? Well, no, I don't have a lot of courses, so I don't need a filter. That looks so much better because this filter thing pushes everything down a bit. This is better in my opinion. Then there are styles. Equal grid height, we'll take a look at it later when we have multiple courses. And then I want to go to the customizer because I want to go to colors and grab this color, Command A, Command C, because over here, the heading font color, I want it to be blue, like that. And let me see, the ribbon font color white, the ribbon background color, it's already orange, so that's fine. The icon color, I want it to be orange. So I grab this color, copy, that is this area over here. Icon background, like that. But now, this is dark, so I need to go up. Let me see, styles, element, ribbon, the icon color. The icon itself should be white, like that. Okay, then it's the preview. There's the preview and advanced, and everything else is fine. So if I refresh the page, it looks better in my opinion. Total of 1 students. Total quizzes, there are no quizzes yet. I'm already enrolled. This is how it looks. And also this now looks better. And that's how we can make it better step by step. I will also add a second course. That second course is just for the sake of the tutorial, so you can see what is possible when you have multiple courses. We can sell multiple courses, we can give discount. So let me show you what you can do with that when you have multiple courses on your website. Right now we have 2 courses, but we can also sell bundles or subscriptions. So maybe you have 20 courses and you can say, hey, for $20 per month or for $100 per month, you can have access to all my courses. Or you can sell 2 courses for the price of 1.5. Let me show you how. We go to the backend, learn-LMS, and then we go to groups. I don't have any groups yet. I can click on add or add new over here. And then I could say monthly subscription, or I can say the ultimate online business bundle. Everything together is maybe 20 hours and 50 minutes. I go for featured image, upload files, select files to my desktop, the ultimate bundle, get rid of the dash, copy, paste, paste. There's my featured image, and I should actually it's a group, so I should create categories all over again. Well, I leave that for now. Then I need to publish it. And then I want to go to settings, buy now or recurring. So I could say the group price is 0. Every year or every month, you pay $17. You can have a trial on all the stuff. And when people buy this, they go to their profile, but I prefer the buy now. So the 2 courses together are, I think, $300. So I say for $247, you have both courses and you go to the profile page when you buy this. So I update it. And then at the courses, we need to assign the courses to this group. So it's both of the courses. If I take a look, the Ultimate Online Business Bundle, Affiliate Marketing, and Elementor Pro, enroll. Great. If I go to the homepage, you see nothing. If I want to place it over here, that's possible. I can edit the page. I can click over here and then I can say, show 2 columns. Then I can duplicate it, click on the 3 dots, duplicate. And then over here, I close the template, I go to query and I change the post type from courses to groups. There you go. So now the homepage looks like this. Complete Elementor course, affiliate marketing course, or the ultimate online business bundle. And if you want to, you can also say, I only want to have 1 column. Well, this is one way of displaying all of this. You can also do it another way. So we have 2 courses and I want to sell them as a bundle. And I want to make a nice sale on my homepage using the WordPress editor. I'm not an expert at the WordPress editor. The WordPress editor is already there for almost 7 years. It's getting better. It's getting quite better. So that's good. But I'm not an expert in it. So I will show you really simple how you can create an area in your homepage or landing page that shows how you can sell a deal for multiple courses using the WordPress editor. First of all, I want to get rid of the title. So I go to the customizer. I use the Blocksy theme. And that makes it really easy because I just can hover over the title, click on edit. And then I say, I don't want to have a site title or an excerpt. Publish, close. Okay. I am not the master of the WordPress blog editor, but I can do a few things with it. So let me show you what you can do. Over here, I have 2 courses and here I have a bundle. 2 courses for the price of $247. And if you buy them all individually, you pay around $300. So that's a great deal. And using the WordPress editor, I can make it look or make it appear a different way. So let me edit the page. And then over here, I can click on the plus, scroll down, browse all, and I can search for a cover. You know, I've been in a cover band once, but then I found out it wasn't not a cover band, but a playback band. And I wanted to do covers, but I had to do playback things, and so I quit. Super cool story. So I click on the cover. My sister is my editor. She must be thinking, should I cut this out? Well, you can leave it in. Also this part. So I can choose an image or a backdrop color. I choose for color 1. Again, click on it twice. I can write a title, get access to all courses for just, maybe I should not mention the price. So get access to all courses. Okay, hit enter, /, and then I go for a button. There you go. The button will say get access. And when I'm not there, it should be orange. So I go for the colors. Background should be orange. The text should be white. It should be aligned in the center. Well, if I update it and take a look at the result, it's not full width. So I can go over here to the cover. And then I can say full width. And I can say align center. Align center. Full width. Okay. And I click over here. Full width. No. None. But this one. Center. Okay, there's a lot of space in between. So I go to the cover again. So to the settings. And then there's the block spacing. I want it to be 1. Then I click on the button. I go for the second tab here. And the radius can be 25. And then I go to the website. And if I go to this bundle, I go to this link. I can copy that link. And then I can paste it over here. Update. I can get rid of this now. And then it looks like this. 2 courses. Or get access to all courses. And if I click over here, especially in an incognito window, for just $247, I get access to both courses. Enroll in group, $247. So I can fill this in, and then I will have access to both courses. So that's how you can sell a bundle and display that on your website through the grid element or block, or through something like this with a link. What we're gonna do right now is oh man, it is so boring. We're gonna create the footer. And I want to take a look at the footer. Customize. I go to the footer. Click over here to bring it to the center. Like that. Copyright. Current year, and then something like Ferdy.com. And I can edit it. Go to design. Make the background dark. Make the text white. Publish. Close. And there's a gap over here. Why could that be? Let's see. Let's make this 0 and 0. Making websites since 1999. But I'm sometimes still confused between margin and padding. Okay, so there is somehow a space over here. It can be something that has to do with the theme. General layout. Yes. Content area spacing. So if I say 60, it's also 60 at the bottom. What I can do, I can add something else over here. And then in that way, it can be fixed. So that's what I wanted to show you. So when people go to this website, they can choose a course, they can choose a combination, they can buy it. And when they buy it, they get access to it at once, all on autopilot. And we make money while offering the best courses that we can make. If you take a look at the footer, we can add some menu items over here talking about legal stuff. Not my favorite subject, but what I would do if I were you, since this is different in every country of the world, you can search for course, website, legal pages. And check that out. There are also course website, legal pages, creator or simulator, templates. So figure out for yourself which pages you need in your country, how to create legal pages, privacy policy generator, selling with trust. Learn this from Lerders itself. So read this, and then you can decide what kind of legal pages you need. Okay. Maybe you want to create a quiz within your course and you have a few nice options. Making the quiz is really nice. There are a lot of nice functionalities, but what you also can do, you can make sure that people need to pause for the quiz before they can continue with the course. So let me show you how to do all that. Let's create a quiz and set up the configurations. In order to create a quiz, I go to the backend. I want to go to my course, the affiliate marketing course. And then there's an introduction about affiliate marketing. I talk about a lot of things. And then below that, I want to have a quiz. So I can click on the arrow down. I can add a new quiz, or I can go back to quizzes, and I add my first quiz, and I can place it on the right place later. So I need to give this quiz a title. So I say the affiliate marketing introduction quiz. I can have some content over here like good luck with the quiz. Let's go for 5 points. Okay, I publish it. Now I want to go to the builder over here, the second tab. Now I can create a quiz. And of course I start with a question. So over here, the question is, can you promote both digital and physical products with affiliate marketing ? I copy the title, Command A, Command C. Then I add the question. I click on this beautiful sign over here. And then here at the question, I need to paste it. So there it is. And then I can have an answer. Well, there are multiple questions you can ask. There's a single choice answer. So only one option is right. And it can give you 1 point when you have it right. So the first answer is yes. You can have both promote digital and physical products. The second answer is no. Then over here, I can check which one is correct, because Learners does not know that by itself, not yet. And then there are question settings. So one of them is, for instance, for the correct answer, you are right with affiliate marketing. You can promote both physical and digital products. Use a different message for the incorrect answer. Are you crazy? Of course, the right answer is yes. Angry. So I think that will be great motivation. Also a solution hint. Let me update it before you open a lot of tabs. There it is. It is yes. The answer is yes. Not a test, but yes. So let me see where that appears. You can also give different points to each answer. But for now, that's not necessary. I want to collapse them all and go for the second question. The second question is, what are the right ways to do affiliate marketing? And I say multiple answers possible. Copy, add the question, click over here, paste it over here. So I want to have 4 answers. So I go from single choice to multiple choice, but there are multiple right answers. So the first one is place your affiliate link on your social media accounts. And maybe for the tutorial, I will do something else. But if you make this quiz, don't make it too easy. Don't say as an answer, I don't know. Don't make it too easy, because then people maybe don't take it serious. So I say, place your affiliate link in the comments of YouTube videos. Then the third one, create content with a lot of value that includes your affiliate link. And then the fourth one, email everyone you know with your affiliate links. So the correct answers are the first one, placing it on your own social media account is okay. Not in the comments with a lot of value, and don't send it to anyone without them asking for it. I prefer to only provide my affiliate link to people that are interested and are not asking for it. So there you go. Again, we can have all the questions here. And now we can have different points for each answer. So for the total points is 0. But you know what? For every correct answer, you get 1 point. 0 points. Also 1 point. So in that way, people can get more points when they have them both right. So what else? This is weird. They should get rid of this because now I cannot add another question. But I can collapse this and then I can add a new question. The third question. What is the right order to create great content? Question mark. Copy. Click over here. Paste it. So this time I want to go for a sorting choice. So I will have 5 answers and they should be placed in the right order. I have to fill them in right now in the right order. So find your niche. And the second one is do research about your niche. The third is find great topics to make content about. Prepare the content that you want to make. And the fifth one is create the content. Okay. The amount of points people can get is 1 if they have it correct. Again, we can go to the settings, but I'm okay with that right now. Save it. Fourth question. I just say fill in the blank, copy, paste it, save, and then I say fill in the blank. So here you see what you need to do. So I say when you make a sale through affiliate marketing, you get a, and then I do shift left bracket, and then I say commission, left bracket, space, and then money. Update. People get 1 point when they fill in the right word. So in total, they can make 5 points. So I click on update. I click over here. Affiliate marketing introduction quiz. Good luck with the quiz. Let's go for 5 points. Start the quiz. Can you promote both digital and physical products with affiliate marketing? Yes. You don't see a response yet if you're right or not. What are the right ways to do affiliate marketing? Multiple answers are possible. Place your affiliate link on social media. Yes. No, that's spammy. Create content with a lot of value. Yes. Email everyone you know. That's also not value. Okay. What is the right order? First, find your niche. Then do research about your niche. Find great topics to make content about. Prepare for the content and create the content. Fill in the blank. When you make a sale through affiliate marketing, you get a dog for your birthday. No. Commission. Finish the quiz. And I get 4 out of 4 points. What I don't understand is that I could get I don't get points over here. I get it. Save it. Okay. I should say you can get 1 point over here. So I got all the points I can get. Great, but what I don't like, I would like to see the result immediately when I fill in the answer. So if I say no, I would like to see that's wrong. How can we do that? I can go to the settings. I can scroll down. And then over here, question display, one question at a time. I can also say all questions at once. If I say 0, all questions are there at once. So if I refresh this, start quiz, there you go. And here I can see the hint. It is yes, okay. If I would say no, I can fill in everything without seeing the results. So let me bring this back to one question at a time. But what I would like to say is display the results after each submitted answer. So now, if I refresh the page, start the quiz, and I say no, there's the hint, by the way. Oh, incorrect. Are you crazy? Of course, the right answer is yes. Oh no. Oh no. Next. This one and this one. Check. Wow, they're both green. Great. Next. So let's see if I do a few the right way. Find your niche. Prepare the content you want to make. So the first one and the second one are right. If I click on check. Wow, how cool is that? Next. It's wrong. The right one is commission. Finish the quiz. I got 2 out of the 5 points. So it's 40. I cannot continue now because I said over here that people need to pass 80% of the score. So they have to have 4 points at least. We can have a quiz certificate. Well, I don't do that. We can save the quiz. We can restrict the quiz retake, so people can only do it a few times. And all questions, of course, required to complete. I can have a timer. Update. One more thing. I go back to the courses, Elementor or Affiliate Marketing Pro course, Affiliate Marketing course. I go to the builder. I open this. I scroll down. I want to go for quizzes. I want to edit. There you go. Update. Let's take a look at the course. So there's the physical, blah, blah, blah. And then I want to do the quiz. So if I click on next, I go to the quiz. I need to fill in the quiz. If I do all the wrong answers, finish the quiz. I cannot continue. Of course, I can click over here, but I need to restart the quiz. If I fill in everything correct. Next question. Place your affiliate link on social media. No. Yes. Okay, next. Let's see. Find your niche. Create the content is the latest one. Do your research about the niche. Prepare the content. Okay. Awesome. Next. Commission. Check. Finish quiz. And now I can click here to continue. So that's how you can create quizzes and place them anywhere in the website. When people finish your course, they sometimes like to receive a certificate. They can use that for anything when they're applying for a job. I sometimes get questions like, hey, for my YouTube tutorials, do you also have certificates? Because then they can show that and get a job or apply somewhere else. So let me show you how you can create a certificate within LearnDash. In order to create a certificate, we need to have a certificate background, a certificate image. So you can search for certificate image or template. And you can go to downloads or images. And there you see a lot of examples. The only thing is when you get this from Google, that is not allowed. So in my case, I would go to ferdy.com/elements, hit enter. I have a subscription over here, and then I can make use of so many images, stock videos, graphics, photos, fonts, add-ons, web templates, 3D stuff, and music. Also interesting. Look at this. So much is added every week. So I go to graphic templates and I search for certificate. I want to have a flat one, not a 3D one. So this one, for instance. Then I download it. I create a new project and I say Elementor Pro course, for instance. Add and download so I can make use of this. I can open it using Adobe Illustrator. What I've done, I adjusted it a bit and I created a nice JPEG from it. And that's what I will use as my background. Then we're going to fill in dynamic data. So the name of the person that is following the course, the date and stuff, and the course title. And then that will be exported as a PDF that he can share anywhere. So let me show you how to do that. I go to the backend to LearnDash certificates, and I need to create my first one. If you don't have the certificate software, you can go to add-ons, manage add-ons, and over here at installed, I see LearnDash certificate builder. If that's not the case yet, you can go over here and search for certificate, and you can install it by clicking here, and then it will appear over here. Then we go back to certificates. I click on add my first certificate and I call this one Elementor Pro certificate, or just a certificate that will be shown everywhere. So let's say certificate, main certificate. Perfect. It's interesting to say the word certificate a lot of times in one sentence. The certificate of the certificates is the best certificate of all the certificates. Or that person looks a little bit certificate. Could also be logic. Okay, whatever. Let's continue. I use the certificate builder by clicking here. And now I need to have a background image. I could say upload, but I prefer to say media library. And then I go to upload files, select files, and I already have mine. So you can find anything and you can have a title. Some things you can have over here. And then you need to fill the information, fill in the blanks using the certificate builder. So I have this one with my name. The certificate was earned at Ferdy.com for the course. And then I can have the course over here. I open it, copy the title, paste it in the alt text and the description. I select it. Great. But now if I start typing, it appears here. So how can I fix that? I click on the plus. It's depending on your layout. But in order to place it exactly where you want it, I would go for the plus. This is the WordPress block editor. They also call it Gutenberg. I want to click on browse all, close this for now. Again, browse all. And then I search for columns. There you go. Then I can select what kind of columns I want to have. One big one at the left and a small one at the right, or 3 columns. I go for, if you take a look over here, I want to have the text over here. So I go for 33 and 66. Sometimes I have to click twice. Now if I click over here, I see this area. So I start with a spacer. So I click on add block. I search for a spacer. And then over here, bring it back. I can increase the spacing. Now if I click on this and I hit enter, I can open a new area, a new block. So I click on the plus, I go for browse all, and then I see the LearnDash LMS blocks. So I can have course info, but what I want to show over here, the certificate of appreciation is proudly presented to, so I want to have the course name, the course taker's name, LearnDash user Meta. So now I see Ferdy Corp. I can bring it to the center. And here at the right, I can change the field from user login to user first and last name. That looks better. I can change the size, make it bigger. And then I can change the color. So how about the third one? Okay, the first one, because that color is looking like this color a bit. But it's not, I don't like it where it's placed right now. So I click on the spacer and I increase the space. Great. Then I click over here and I go for the spacer, right mouse click, duplicate it. Then I drag it here below. Now it's over here. I want to decrease this. The certificate was earned for the course title. So now I need to go back. Click over here, hit enter. Click on the plus, go for browse all. Now I go for the LearnDash course info. Course ID is required when not used within a course. This will be fetched later. So I bring it to the right. Let me see. The certificate was earned at 30. Or maybe I can bring it to the center. Let me see. Yeah, we can bring it to the center. Then again, I want to duplicate the spacer. Bring it below the LearnDash course. And then here, decrease this. I want to show the date or the day. So I click on the here and enter. Click on the plus, browse all. Let me see. I think also course info. I should know that because I practiced it. And then over here, let me see what they have. Course completed on date. Okay, I don't see anything yet. The format. So by default, I will show you in a minute how to look default. But right now I want to bring it to the right. And I want to change the color to blue. Also this color to blue. I can make this bigger. Assuming that the date is not that long. I'm okay with that. It is in 2 lines because the date will be shorter. So right now it will say certificate presented to Ferdy Korpershoek. The certificate was earned at ferdy.com for the course. And then I can make this a bit shorter. Maybe this a bit bigger. And this is fine because this will also not be in 2 lines. 2 rows, or how do you say that? So I'm okay with this. If I view it, it will probably not be allowed. So what I need to do now, this is my certificate. I'm happy with it. And I need to check how it looks. So I need to go to my courses. Let me go to the Elementor Pro course. That's the shortest course I have right now. And then I go to the settings of that course. I scroll down. And here it says course certificate. And I go for the main certificate. Update. Now I need to go to the course. What I need to do, I need to go to the first video. And then everywhere click on mark complete. Next one. Next one. So you see 21%, 28. I need to complete it. So I will see my certificate. This is for me, I think, the best way to show the real certificate, to check if it's working. So you can also create a really short course, call it test with 1 video, mark it as complete. And then you can download your certificate. I click over here. And there it is, certificate. Okay, to Ferdy Korpershoek, Elementor Pro course. This is not what I had in mind, so I'm happy that I test this. So I'll go back, and the great thing is I can refresh this and then see the results. So I don't need this anymore. Now I go back to the certificate, main certificate. Let's see. Maybe I should make it full width. Does it change anything or not? No. So I go back and I increase this. Let's see if that is doing something over here. Yes, okay. So from now on, this is going to be my reference. What I see here is what I want, how it should look. So I make this bigger. That will also push it a bit down. Refresh. Okay, maybe a little bit more space. Okay, then Elementor Pro course. can go down a bit, and actually in my background image, I should bring this a bit to the left, otherwise it's not in the center. So over here, also increase it a bit. Let's try 125. Okay. Maybe the course can also be bigger. $36. Refresh. Yeah, it definitely should be, this should be more to the left. Or what you can do, oh, that's even better. Look at this. This is next level in my opinion. I have the left arrow over here, or the left area, which is 33%. I can also increase that, and then it shifts to the right. Look at this. So let me see. This should exactly be in the center of this line. So now this can also be in the center. Well, this one is, or is it not? Maybe only this line should go to the right. So let's make sure that this is in the center. So I can increase this a bit more. Let's say 40. If I say 40 over here, I should say 60 over here. So the total of the width is 100%. Yes, I'm happy with this. And then this can be lower. And this is the month, the date, or the day and the year. I don't need this stuff. So let me see how I can make that look. Okay, if I go Alt Command, this is how I roll. I go to Settings, General. I see here May 27, 24. No. So that's like this. So I copy this. And that's how I place the format over here. I think I should bring it a bit lower. So I need to go to the spacing. Increase it a bit. Refresh. That's only the time. We're getting there. I just want to show you how this goes in my life sometimes. The real stuff. So I was probably at the time. Okay. Then I go for this one. Okay. Now the question is, what do I want with this? Does it look okay? Or outline it to the right? Well, I think it's okay. It's in the center. Maybe a little bit less spacing. So ladies and gentlemen, when people finish my course, it will look like this. Certificate, Ferdy Korpershoek, Elementor Pro course. And if I download it, it is written in, not in stone, but in PDF. So super cool. Thanks to LearnDash. So that's how you can create a certificate. And if I would finish the other course, then the other course will be shown in that PDF. So that's how you can create a certificate using LearnDash. You can also give discount. Why would you give discount? With discount, you can create a lot of sales in a short amount of time. I will show you in the next area after this, how I've done that and made more than $6,000 in one day. It doesn't happen a lot, maybe 3 times per month. So it's really unique to me. No, just kidding. But I will show you how to do that. And one of the things that's so powerful is when I give discount. So for instance, I have an email list with a lot of people and I send them to them, hey, today only 50% discount for this course for the first 100 people. And if they can, okay, I will explain to you in the next part how that works. So let's talk about making coupon codes in order to boost your sales. In order to create a coupon, we go to the backend, to LearnDash LMS, to coupons. Coupons are a great way to get a lot of sales. I just told you that when I was doing the introduction of this part of the tutorial, so I don't have to repeat that. I click on add your first coupon. I can give this a title. This is for my reference only, so nobody will see this. So I'll call this one Uncle Jim from Australia. Now I could just say 25%. Since we're working with courses here, I can give a lot of discount because I don't have to produce anything physical. I can sell this unlimited time, so 25% is a nice discount. And when I click on publish, a slug will be created. Well, not yet. I need to fill in the amount first. Okay. So the coupon code, it can be a code like this, or you can say 25%. So it's easier for people to fill the code in. Is the flat rate? No, it's a percentage. If I would say 25 with a flat rate, I'm giving $25 of discount. Well, I prefer to give percentage, so it's up to you. Do you want to give flat dollars away or a percentage of the price of the course? I go for a percentage. The amount is 25. The number of redemptions. How many games have you played that start with Red Dead Redemption? Have you played Red Dead Redemption 1 or 2? But when it comes to the tutorial and this option, this feature, it's not about the games, but it's about how many people can make use of this coupon code. So what you can do, you can say I have 100 redemptions. You can send an email to your email list. I have 60,000 people in my email list, maybe a little bit less. And I can send an email like, hey, I have an amazing course for you. Only for the first 100 people, you get 25% discount. That creates an urge of, oh no, I don't want to miss out. So it can be that in the first day of those 60,000 people, 100 people buy the course. And if the course is $100 and they get 25% discount, I make 100 times $75, which is $7,500, which is cool to earn in one day. I can also say it will be available from the 1st of January 2025 from 12 o'clock until the 5th. And I can send a lot of emails like, hey guys, two days left, etc. So the only thing I don't like is that when I don't want to use this, I need to get rid of all this stuff again. Oh, what is going on? So this is what I don't like, but it's just for the tutorial. Anything for you. I won't say nothing. So let's see if I can get away with this. Yes, I can. Apply to all courses or only to specific course. I can also say this is only for the affiliate marketing course. Apply to all groups. If I sell to a group, I can say also only for this one. Well, in my case, it's for all groups and also for all courses. So what I could say, if this is all live app.ferdy.com, I can send an email to my email list. Hey guys, I just released my course platform. For the first 1,000 people, you get 25% off on all courses for the first 1,000 people. And they make $75,000. Wow. But then of course you need to have amazing courses. You don't want to make money from people and then they do not get any value. So let's check this out. The thing is with this is that it takes a long time before you see the coupon code. Let me show you. I go here to this website as a visitor and I'm like, okay, I want to buy the affiliate marketing course. Okay, I want to take this course. Okay, I need to create a username. Jim Ferdy Corp at Gmail. Jim Carey with a password. And then I click on register. And now I can fill in the coupon code. Personally, I don't like that because people are like, hey, where's the coupon code? And then they can email me. But it is what it is. And over here, I can say 25%. Apply the coupon. And now I get discount. So I can take the course and then I can pay stuff. So that's how it works. Maybe not the best way. I would prefer, but what I can do, I can also say it over here. like fill in the discount in the checkout form. So that's how you can create coupons. And as I said before, so maybe I should not say it again. You know what? I'll say it again, just this time for free. That you can also say $25 and change the slug to $25, change the coupon code to $25 and the flat rate to $25. And now when you buy this, you get $25 off, which sounds pretty nice. And it's even less discount in percentage, 25, depending on the course you buy. So it looks appealing. So you can also play around with what was working better, what is giving a higher return on investment or conversion ratio. So that's how you can create coupons. I will not save it. I like the percentage because then I give away more discount. And isn't that all what we want? To give more. Give, and it will come back to you. Oh, press down, shake together and running over. Give, and it will come back to you. When you give to the Lord. If you want to watch that whole song, search on YouTube for Ron Kenoly. Give, and it will come back to you. Yes, I don't pass that around everywhere. Only in this tutorial. You're privileged to get that link to that video. Okay, that was it about coupon codes. What I want to do now, I want to show you a case study that I did in 2020. I created a course, an affiliate marketing course. I worked really hard for 1 or 2 months to create the course. I think it's amazing. I was over delivering, but I was never good in selling it. So what I did, I sent an email to my email list at that moment, around 38,000 people. And I said, I'm selling this course. It's $997. I think it was worth it big time, but I was never good at making people to buy it. I just want to give people the opportunity, like, hey, if you want to, if this is something for you, you can buy it. I'm not into that tricking, manipulation stuff. So, but I got no sale, maybe 1 or 2. So a few days later, I said, you know what? I think I got no sales. Otherwise, I would feel bad towards people that bought the whole thing for $1,000 and then give discounts. So I said, you know what? Just for a few days, I will sell this for $297. And after that, and this deals for the first 30 people. After that, it becomes $397. So from the 37 or 38,000 people, 1 in the 5 people opened it, so a few thousand, and 1% clicked on a link. And of that 1%, so 1% is 378. A few people bought it, and then my best day, it spread over 2 days, but I think I made 6,400 euros in 24 hours. So that's how this can work. So what I did over here, I create those tutorials. And then when I say to people, hey, download my images or download something else, my free templates, then they sign up for my email list, and then I can send them emails when I have a new tutorial or when I have something like this. So I build value, I place it on the internet, and through the organic results, I get a lot of people on my list because I'm focusing on helping other people. And then there was that day that I decided to make the sale. And in one day I made more than 6,000 euros. Which is a lot, which is also, it's in dollars, it's a bit more. So maybe $7,000. Of course, then it's not the end, because then I need to help people with the course and make sure that they become successful. But that's how you can do that. So that's why I sometimes talk about ConvertKit, building an email list and giving value, because that can be a great way to make money. So if you sell your course, you can also use cart flows. And then do split testing. And when people want to see free content about that course, then they need to leave their email address. Then they go to your email list, and you can send them an automated email sequence. Like every day, you can send something about the subject you're passionate about and where your course is about. And then if they did not do that, buy that, they can track that using ConvertKit. You can say, hey, they did not buy, now give them the offer. And if they buy, they don't get the offer. If they don't buy, then you get the offer. And in that way, using an email provider or email marketing tool, you can make so much more sales, because right now people can leave my website and I'll ask them. But when they leave their email address, I still can send them emails on autopilot, everything on autopilot. And that's why you see so much commercials probably or ads about, hey, watch my free video, because then they get our email address and they can send all that stuff to us. I like to do it the honest way, just really giving them value. The only thing is I'm not that good in selling. So at the end, I did not sell this course for $997. I decided just to throw everything on the internet for free. So you can watch it over here, Affiliate Marketing 30. I think it's almost 8 hours on how to become successful with affiliate marketing. And it's the way it is. I like it. I am not a help desk to people that pay for my course. I can do it, but then I prefer to outsource it because I need to focus on one thing. Right now I'm making this video, I'm focused. I can go like crazy, and if I have to answer emails and do a lot of stuff, it doesn't work for me. So that's something about that. You can also go to YouTube and search for ConvertKit tutorial. And over the years, it made me so much money, more than $200,000. I'm not kidding. I don't understand that this video is not watched that much, but it is what it is. Here you can learn how to work with ConvertKit. It's an amazing in-depth tutorial, longer than all the other short ones. Complete, it's not complete, probably. I cannot say that because I didn't watch the video, but this is really in-depth. So, thank you for watching this part, and now let's continue with the rest of the tutorial. As I said before, you can also use external tools to create a landing page. You can use cart flows with split testing, really nice. I should make a new tutorial about cart flows. It is a pay tool, but it can do a lot of amazing things. And I think it's worth it when you can increase your sales. We're going to talk about that. What I want to do right now, I want to talk about using an external tool to create your landing page. And in order to do that, we need to set up a few things. I know a few tricks, few cool tricks that can help you to redirect your landing page to an external page or a page on your website that can be used with an external page builder. Wow, how complicated can I make an introduction for a new area in the website? Well, as complicated as this. I think in the end, everything will make sense. So let me show you what we're going to do. Right now, we're going to take a look at a really important aspect of this tutorial. We're going to take a look at the landing page. We already created a landing page for the affiliate marketing course. So when you click over here, this is the page you'll see. And if you log in, or if you go to the website without being logged in, you see this affiliate marketing course with 3 tags or categories, which are actually not necessary for people that want to buy the course. Then not enrolled, 30 places remaining, the price, you can take the course or log in. You see a video that you can play that shows a lot about the course, and you can see all this over here, so you can get an overview of what we will cover in the course. And based on that, people can say, I'll take this course. And then they can log in and stuff. But it's a bit limited in what you can do over here. It's nice, but at the end of the day, it's really important to have a great landing page for your course. Why? Maybe 1 in the 20 people that land on this page will buy the course based on how it looks. But what if we could make a landing page where 1 in the 10 people will buy the course because it's displayed better, the information looks better. Maybe people can even get something for free in exchange for the email address, and then we can send them emails, which can increase the conversion ratio. By the way, the conversion ratio is the amount of people on a page that buy the course. So if 100 people go to this page and 10 people buy the course, the conversion ratio is 10%. And you can increase the conversion ratio by trying new things. And if the conversion ratio can be increased to 15%, that means that out of 100 people, 15 people buy the course. And that's why I think this is a really important aspect of this tutorial. Do you want to make more or less sales? I guess you want to make more sales. So it's really important to optimize your landing page so more people will buy the course. You can help more people and at the same time make more money. So how can we do this? Well, let me show you the practical part. If I go to my website and I go to the affiliate marketing course, automatically I go to this LearnDash generated page. Of course, we could change some things, but what I want to do, I want to copy the URL from this point on, the / after.com. I copy it. I go to my notes and I say over here, main course affiliate. Yeah, it's already there in the title, main course LearnDash link. I know this is the link from LearnDash. So what I want to do, instead of letting people go to this page, I want to let them go to another page. So what I can do, I can go to new page and call this one the affiliate marketing course. New landing page. Publish, publish. I can copy this. Then I can go to my notes and I can say new landing page. Paste it, but then again, I want to get rid of all the stuff from the .com area. So only from the / after .com. So what I want to do, instead of letting people go to this page, I want to send them to my new landing page. How can I do that? I go to the backend, to plugins, add new, and then I search for redirection. This plugin is a gift from heaven by John God Lee. I click on install now. That was a joke. Ferdy, stop it. Oh man, I'm crying so loud because of the joke. It's so funny, I have to cry. Okay, I refresh the page because I activated the plugin. What this plugin does, it will let people that go to a certain URL in our website be redirected to another URL in our website, and we decide where to and where from. So I go to tools, redirection. I need to set it up once. Let me close this. I scroll down and I click on start setup, continue, and finish the setup. Then I click on continue again and I say ready to begin. So I go back over here. I want to say that everybody that goes to the main LearnDash link of the affiliate marketing course, the URL, everybody that goes to app.ferdy.com / courses affiliate marketing course, which is the landing page from LearnDash, will go to my new created page / affiliate marketing course. So I don't save it yet. If I go to the home page right now, I go to this page. But if I add the redirection, and I go to the website. Now, if I click over here, I go to the new landing page. How cool is that? That's really cool. And then what's also nice over here, I see how many hits I have. So how many people went over here and then went to the new link. And I also see the latest day when that happened, May the 27th. So now it's a matter of creating a landing page over here. And we can use any page builder we want. There's only one thing I forgot to do. So I need to go to the backend, plugins, redirection, deactivate. So now if I go to the website, it can be that it needs to be refreshed. Okay, there you go. I need to get this link, take this course because we need to use that. So I click on it. I copy this, go to my notes, register, and buy course. That is this link. I need to use it in my new landing page. I go back, plugins, and I turn on redirection. And now if I go to the website, I go to the new page. And then we can use those links for people to buy the course after they are convinced that is the best thing since sliced bread. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to make use of that external tool that I've been talking about, external tool, and it's Elementor. And we can build it from scratch. I have a lot of tutorials about Elementor. You can learn build something from scratch. I will show you in a bit how. You can also import something that I've created for you. Oh, Ferdy, you should not have done that. Yes, I know, but I did because I want to help you and I want to save you some time so you can focus on counting your money when you're making so much sales. Who knows? So let's install Elementor and see how we can work with that. In order to create the landing page with Elementor, we go to ferdy.com /Elementor, hit enter, and we'll be redirected over here. The best website builder. We're going to make use of the free version, and they are really good at hiding it. So what we also can do, close this, then we go to the back end of our website, to plugins, add new. Then over here, I search for Elementor, and here we can find the free version. More than 12 million installations. Here you see more than 10 million that I have inside information, more than 12 million installation already. Activate. Now we can set things up, but I prefer not to do that. So I click on the X, go to the screen options, get rid of the Elementor overview. And now I go to Elementor settings, featured or features. And then I search for the editor top bar and I activate it. And I save the changes here below. And now I go to the website. I go to the affiliate marketing course. Now I can create this page using Elementor. So I click on edit page. And then over here, I see a new button, edit with Elementor. I click on that button. And since we're opening it for the first time, we see a few notifications. I close those. I click on got it. And this is the Elementor page builder. There's so much to talk about. If you want to learn more about how to create a website using Elementor, you can go to YouTube and search for WordPress tutorial 30 Elementor. And there is a recent one. I have a tutorial about Elementor Pro, but it's the one I'm talking about. From January 2024, 5.5 hours on how to make a website using WordPress. You're going to learn so much about it. Right now, I'm going to go through it a bit faster because I don't want this tutorial to be too long. So what we can do over here, I can get rid of the header and the footer. That's what I want. So I click on this icon over here, page settings. I scroll down and I say page layout, make it a canvas. Why? This page has one goal, and that is to turn visitors into buyers. So I don't want them to get distracted with a header, other links and stuff. So how can we work with Elementor? Let me go over here to this icon and then to the user preferences. I want to make everything dark. So I click here, UI, theme, dark. I want to turn on the editing handles. And then I click on publish. Awesome. So what I want to do, I can create a page by clicking on the plus, going for the flex box and say I want to have a few elements below each other. So I have a new area over here. Then I click on the plus and I can add a lot of widgets. So I can drag a heading over here, click on the plus. Below I can add a video, drag it below, and I want to have some text. So I click on the plus and I go for a text editor and I drag it in between. It's a drag and drop page builder. And if I'm going to show you how it works exactly, that can take a while. So I will keep it really simple over here. If you want to have a landing page over here, you can create one yourself by following the YouTube tutorial I just showed you. I will also show you over here how it works. What I want to do now, I want to give you a landing page for a course and you can adjust it so you can save some time. So in order to do that, we go to ferdy.com/images, hit enter. Then I can leave my first name over here and my email address. I can subscribe. I can unsubscribe anytime when I have a new Elementor tutorial or a new tutorial. I'll let you know through this email. I subscribe. I check my mail. So I go to my Gmail account and it says, important, confirm your subscription. I confirm my subscription. And there the download goes. I drag it to the desktop. Now I go back to my website. I click on the folder icon. I click on this arrow up so I can upload a pre-made template. It's a JSON file. I click on select file. I go to the desktop, images tutorial, folder 9, Elementor landing page. I open this or select it, click on open. I continue. I click on enable and import. Insert. And there you go. So when you scroll down, this button will stay there. You can have an overview of what you can cover, what you cover in every module of your course. So you can adjust this information. You can adjust the colors. So to show you really easy, I can click over here. Here I can change the title of the course. I can go to the style and I can change the color. if I want to. Over here, I can click and then I can change the content. I can click over here, choose a video file, this one, select. And then if I scroll down, I can have a poster, a fallback image, this one, or I can go to the image overlay and choose this one. It's even better. So I don't want to do it twice. So get rid of this one. And when people click on it, it starts to play. Over here, enroll now. That's the URL I created before. Register and buy the course. Copy this URL. Paste it. So it's to register, but this ID is the ID of your course. So if I publish it and I click on the I, and I go to the backend and I go to Learn-courses, I need to hover over the course. And then here below at post equals, I see 20. So that's the affiliate marketing course. Elementor Pro course is 322. So if I create the landing page for the affiliate marketing course, I need to have this link, but then registration or register ID 20. So you can check that over here. So over here, I should have 322. So when people click on this link, let me copy this link and paste it also over here. They go to the registration page with the affiliate marketing course. So over here, you can change the content, how many lessons you have, how many hours, all the access you have, and then again, the overview. It's optimized for all devices. So there you go. Now, if I go to the website in an incognito window, so let me go to the root of the website. I open this in an incognito window. I go to the course page, but I will be redirected to this one, affiliate marketing course. I can watch the video. If I scroll down, this sticks with us. It's optimized for all devices. If I click over here, look at this. I see the price of the course. I can create an account, register, and when I do that, then I can pay. How cool is that? Very cool, but even cooler, look at this. If I'm logged in as Josh, who bought a course already, and I go over here, and I click on Enroll Now. Since I'm already logged in, I go directly to the affiliate marketing course checkout page. I can fill in the coupon, 25%. So we don't need to have multiple buttons. Just one button, Enroll Now. If you're logged in or not, you can enroll. And if you're not logged in, then you can go to the register page. And if you are logged in, you go over here. I think that is amazing. So of course, it's up to you to make a beautiful landing page. There is software that can help you to do split testing using Elementor. What it does, it will show two different landing pages, and based on where people click the most. So for instance, this is page 1 and 10% clicks over here. And I have a similar page, but a little bit different, the second page. And there only 5 people buy out of the 100. Then I know that the first page is converting better. So that's what you can do with cart flows. So you can go to ferdy.com/cart flows. And then you can get cart flows and follow my tutorial about that. Cart flows. I'll make a new tutorial about it. I love it. Here's my tutorial. It's already 3 years ago. I love this. Split testing, man, that can help you to get so much more sales. And another tool that can do it for you is, let me go to YouTube, search for Divi tutorial Ferdy. I have a course and a tutorial. This is the course, 8 hours. This one is also sufficient, 4 hours. And there we talk about split testing, and that can do the same thing. And it's cheaper, way cheaper than cart flows, but that can really help you to optimize the amount of sales you make. So I highly recommend you buy one of those tools, or you get one of those tools, or you just start somewhere over here and then now and then you change the layout and then see if your sales are increased or not. So this landing page is created using LearnDash, and this one is created using Elementor. Let me fix one more thing because I think we should not display this over here. Let me show you how easy we can get rid of that. I log in again. I go to the landing page, customize. Then I click over here on edit. I'm like, I don't want to show the post meta. Publish, because I think it's not relevant for people that just want to buy my course to see which categories there are. So this is how it looks. And this is how it looks for people that are not a member yet. Awesome. Then I want to thank you for watching this tutorial. This is the end of the tutorial. I hope you have a course right now, a course website. You already have your course and you can sell it. Good luck with everything. If you have any question, feel free to reach out in the comments. I do my best to answer them. Sometimes it takes a bit longer. I get a lot of comments and I still want to do everything myself, the editing, everything. So feel free to like the video, subscribe for more upcoming WordPress related tutorials. And then I wish you the best of luck in everything you do. And I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. What else? There are a few videos over here that are related. For instance, ConvertKit, how to build your email list and make money with that. And then, yeah, that's it. Ciao.